Juneteenth. Juneteenth, be honest. Do you know what it is? Do you really know what it is? I don't know what it is. I kind of know what it is, but we didn't have a national conversation about this. But now Juneteenth is a national holiday. It really is a thing.
And now to Michael's one-on-one with former President Barack Obama talking about race, resilience, and finding hope again. It's all part of ABC's Juneteenth special. Take a look.
President Obama, happy Juneteenth.
It is good to see you. Happy Juneteenth to you.
Thank you.
All right, now don't feel bad if you don't know what Juneteenth is. Now, they just kind of took this and ran with it, and they're doing it for political reasons. This is all about Donald Trump. I'm telling you, they don't know what it is. Does Joe Biden know what Juneteenth is?
He's going down in Texas on Juneteenth, right? The first major massacre, literally speaking, of the Black Wall Street, right? Years ago.
Wrong. He's talking about the Tulsa Race Massacre that happened in 1921, May of 1921, and June 1st of 1921. A totally different thing. Galveston, Texas, 1865. That's when General Granger went down there and announced, he was from the Union Army, announced that slaves in the Confederate States or outside the Union were free. All right? 1865. Not 1921. A lot of people are playing catch up here because they rammed this down our throats without an adequate national conversation. All right? Back to Obama and Strahan.
We're now in 2021, and we have the pandemic, the insurrection, racial reckoning. A lot of people feel like they've lost hope.
Very profound, very deep. More.
You get hope back from, for me at least, taking the long view and recognizing that resilience, determination, the ability to deal with setbacks and disappointments and keep going, that those are qualities that can carry us forward. And no one has exhibited that more historically in this country than African Americans.
What did anybody ever see in this guy? He's making it up as he goes along, throwing out words that sound good. Resilience, determination. He doesn't know. And then, of course, in the end, he racializes it. All right? This was not the story he was telling us back when he was trying to win us over. Remember?
I stand here knowing that my story is part of the larger American story, that I owe a debt to all of those who came before me, and that in no other country on earth is my story even possible.
Beautiful and true, but he has no interest in telling that story anymore. He can't benefit from it. Back then, he was looking for our love, for our votes. Not anymore. He just wants to hang with the famous people and make lots of money. Now, why is this a story? Well, they have made it a national holiday, but don't forget the Trump angle here, okay? Take a look. In Politico today, they're all talking about this in the swamp. I made Juneteenth very famous, the inside story of Trump's post-George Floyd month. And it's true. Do you remember that Tulsa rally that the president had, President Trump, during COVID? All right, we weren't quite done with it, but he had that big rally in Tulsa. This was originally scheduled for June 19th. June 19th, Juneteenth. Now, the fake news doesn't care, but they wanted to make it an issue against Trump. So, oh my God, how could he do something like this? He is totally deranged. Take a look at this. Back to a new book in that Political article. Trump's response was also impaired by his stunning disregard for history, particularly compared to most other modern presidents. Vice President Biden, Barack Obama's wingman for 8 years. What is Juneteenth?
He's going down in Texas on Juneteenth, right? The first major massacre, literally speaking, of the Black Wall Street, right? Years ago.
Wrong, wrong, wrong. So, not unlike Joe Biden, Donald Trump didn't actually know what Juneteenth was. A lot of people didn't. Still today, people are vague. Back to that Politico article that the swamp is going crazy about today. The backlash shocked Trump. He started quizzing everyone around him. Do you know what it is? Trump would ask. And then there's this. 2 days after announcing his rally, Trump turned to a Secret Service agent who was black and asked him about Juneteenth. Yes, the agent told Trump, I know what it is, and it's very offensive to me that you're having this rally on Juneteenth. Notice we don't have the Secret Service agent's name. This is how the swamp operates. I am utterly convinced that this is a lie, all right? Now, it's in an upcoming book. Let's put that book cover up, shall we? Frankly, we did win this election. The inside story of how Trump lost by Michael C. Bender. Michael C. Bender, in my opinion, just may have made some stuff up, all right? He talks about the stunning lack of awareness that Donald Trump had about Juneteenth. And it was a solemn day. It offended that black Secret Service agent that Donald Trump would have a rally on June 19th. Well, let's go to Mr. Bender's presumably favorite president, Barack Obama. What did he do on June 19th of 2009?
I want to express my appreciation for the opportunity to tell jokes that weren't funny enough for me to use when we did this 5 weeks ago. Whatever.
June 19th, Juneteenth, 2009, an occasion to tell jokes. He loved telling jokes on Juneteenth and not publicly talking about Juneteenth. Let's go to 2013, Juneteenth.
As I've said, Angela and I don't exactly look like previous German and American leaders.
All right, again, kind of funny, not really, but kinda. Juneteenth, 2013. Let's try Juneteenth, June 19th, 2015.
At the White House, he had the old Bulls theme song, and it set a very high bar, as if I was Michael Jordan coming out.
He loved being funny on Juneteenth. So let's take a look one more time. Do you believe this? Do you believe this? A Secret Service agent told President Trump, I know what it is, and it's very offensive to me that you're having this rally on Juneteenth. I think we know the answer.
You just watched Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news channel, now in more than 70 million homes. You can get Newsmax TV on your cable system or check your cable guide. And if your system doesn't carry Newsmax, call them, tell them you want Newsmax TV, because we're real news for real people.